This is major news. Major news for the, if anybody watches Goy Ball. It gets worse every day. Magic Johnson tweets, I want to congratulate my good friend Bob Iger and Josh Kushner on the purchase of the Los Angeles Lakers. F in the chat. F in the chat. Too bad for the Lakers. Too bad for LeBron's team. You know, you already know who the Knicks are owned by, but it is interesting too. It's like, what, 50% of the NBA teams are owned by Yahud, and none of them play. I think there's like maybe one Jew in the NBA, two tops. It's basically modern day slavery. I mean, look, controversial take, people are going to get upset. What's the difference between the fights with the Mandingos and Django Unchained? Yeah, go get him. I'll give you a tall beer. They're beating each other up in front of the white slave masters. What's the difference? You have the white and Jewish slave masters now controlling the NBA. They don't play. They're on the sidelines with Ben Stiller, Timothy Chalamet, Howard Lutnick. Yeah, woo! They don't play themselves. Cheering you on, getting CTE. And now even Jared Kushner, the new Epstein, negotiating peace deals in the Middle East, trying to build a Dubai on the Gaza Strip, just bought the Lakers, the Kushner family. Saying here, the Los Angeles Lakers are being sold to American businessman Josh Kushner and Bob Iger for a record-breaking price of $12 billion. Kushner and Iger were involved in the expansion process in Las Vegas, but a stunning turn. They pivoted to make an aggressive offer to buy the Lakers from Mark Walter, who had purchased a controlling interest in the team from the Buss family last year. They're trying to do this with the World Cup too. This might be the last. That might have been the last decent World Cup, even though it was completely rigged to try to get Argentina, those Mossad Messi members, to win. They still lost. Shout out to Lamine Yamal. But now even the Lakers. All right. I mean, look who owns the Dallas Mavericks. It's Miriam Adelson, another Rich Yahud, multi-billionaire Israeli. His families are they're taking up everything they can. So let's go see a little bit of this breakdown, figure out why. ESPN posted a video.
Ramona Shelburne, the Los Angeles Lakers are being sold to American businessmen Josh Kushner and Bob Iger for a record-breaking price over $12 billion, multiple sources told ESPN. Kushner and Iger were involved in the expansion process in Las Vegas, but a stunning turn, they pivoted to make an aggressive offer to buy the Lakers from Mark Walter, who had purchased a controlling interest in the team from the Buss family just last year. Here's a statement to ESPN from Mark Walter, quote, owning the Los Angeles Lakers has been one of the great honors of my life, an extraordinary investment, but what I will carry with me is the community, the fans, and a city that treats this team as family. I am grateful to Jeannie Buss, the Buss family, the players, and the staff for welcoming me into this chapter. The Lakers belong to Los Angeles, and I have every confidence the best is still ahead. End quote. Let's bring in Ramona Shelburne. And Ramona, good morning to you. What more can you tell us about how this came to happen?
I mean, it's a good representation of how Western society works. You get the Yahud that own all the entertainment. They own the music industry, Hollywood, and then Ben Shapiro will say, like, they're never making a movie about the radical Islamists. Yes, they do. Okay? But look at even in entertainment, specifically with sports. Aiden Ross owns Brand Risk. Ari Emanuel owns the UFC. Miriam Adelson owns the Dallas Mavericks. Now Jared Kushner, the Kushner family, owns the Lakers. The Knicks family, it's over. But this is how they view the Goyim. You will do all the work in the real world. What did Epstein say in the files? The Goyim will work in the real world. We work in finance. We'll own everything and we'll make transaction fees and we'll rig the stock market. You Goyim, you're the ones that will be in the slavery field. You pick the cotton. We'll take the benefit. You cattle, you Goy cattle, work for us. We'll build the island.
So this came together incredibly fast. So Josh Kushner and Bob Iger were involved in the expansion process in Las Vegas. They had a bid group together, and the bidding in Las Vegas was getting extremely high. At some point, they looked around and said, why are we bidding on an expansion team? Before we do this, let's call and see if the Lakers are available. They live in Los Angeles. Obviously, Bob Iger used to run our company here and is an avid NBA fan. He used to sit courtside at Clipper games all the time. So they called Mark Walter. I am told
it's another one of the jokes. It's like even the sports analysts are these women that don't, like, why is she the one telling me about basketball? Look,
this was on Sunday. They called Mark Walter and said, hey, before we go forward with the Las Vegas deal, are the Lakers available? Could we make you an offer for the Lakers? And Mark Walter wasn't interested in selling, but the number they discussed, $12.5 billion, Shay, was something that he had to think about. And he had I think, 1 or 2 days to think about it before this started moving forward, before they had to move forward with the expansion process. But, you know, Mark Walter purchased the Lakers just last year. That went through in 2025. And it was approved by the Board of Governors at $10 billion. So from October of last year to right now, he just made $2.5 billion on the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think he was looking to sell, but when somebody makes you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Okay, you don't sell me the Lakers, I'm going to release the file, eh? All the blackmail, I'm going to make you an offer. You're going to sleep with the fishes.
I think it was a business opportunity you couldn't say no to. And it's obviously a mind-boggling morning here in Los Angeles. I know where I was when I got a tip late last night that this was happening. And the person who called me said, "Are you sitting down?" And I'm sitting down now, but I'm still kind of shaking my head at how this came together so quickly.
I mean, these are zeros and numbers I can't even fathom, let alone this all happening like over the weekend. And now what day is it? Wednesday? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so Ramona, what more can you tell us about the group that is buying the Lakers now?
Actually, to make a connection too, do you know how the Kushner family made a lot of money? The Saudis gave them billions of dollars. So in these peace negotiations, the Kushner family became super, super rich from the Trump administration. Jared Kushner married into the Ivanka, well, he married Ivanka Trump and is now American royalty and was in charge of the peace deal negotiations in the Middle East and getting money from the Saudis. See the full circle? The white supremacists and the Arab supremacists benefiting the Jewish supremacists. This is the Matrix. The Matrix is not feminism and women that can't drive cars. It's racial supremacists that get wrapped up in dunya.
Yeah, so Josh Kushner, obviously the brother of Jared Kushner, his group recently purchased a minority stake in the San Francisco Giants, and it's called Thrive Eternal. So he runs Thrive Capital, but there's a branch of it called Thrive Eternal, which is really interested in iconic brands and restoring iconic brands. So this obviously fits what they're looking to do here, and this is their second investment. The first was a minority stake in the Giants, but Bob Iger, I don't think you need much introduction to him. He was the chairman of the Disney company for a long time and recently retired. I guess he's going back to work pretty quickly, getting back to run the Los Angeles Lakers. But these are just two avid sports fans, and they see an incredible opportunity. And how did the Lakers how did their value go up $2.5 billion in I can't quite do the math this early in the morning in 9 months, but the expansion process is going on right now, and I think the teams that are being talked about.
They're going to give LeBron James a 5-year contract that doubles his salary, something like that. LeBron's going to get a nice, crispy, clean new contract because they know he sells jerseys and he brings fans to the stadium. Thanks for the gift of sub.
Las Vegas and Seattle.
He already left? Oh, crap. Did he? Where does he play now? Is he a free agent? Oh, he plays for the 76ers? Oh, he's on Philly now.
That number is getting so high that it puts into perspective the value of iconic brands like the Los Angeles Lakers.
No doubt. Okay, so the Lakers under new ownership now for $12.5 billion just this morning. Ramona Shelburne, we appreciate you waking up early with us out there in LA and giving us this news. Thank you.
All right, that's Kush. Old Kush.